What's up, YouTube? This is Spade here, bringing you guys another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle, and today's match is the post-commentary of the live narration that I posted on Sunday. So, thank you to everyone who watched that, although it was kind of long, and that is why I usually stick to PO when it comes to live narrations. But anyways, this was a pretty interesting match. Also, I used the Smogon Battle Finder for this one. It's actually a pretty interesting thing, and works pretty well. Pretty convenient when you want to go and find some battles. But anyways, it's a standard UU match, and for this match, I just thought that my opponent would lead. Revenge Boys, by the way, is his name. I was thinking he would lead with Bronzong to set up his rocks, because he didn't really have like any solid standard looking leads, so I decided to go with Empoleon to set up my rocks. But he leads with Nidoking. I predict either Earth Power or T-Ball to go into my Flygon, and since I'm pretty sure he's not gonna stay in and lose his Nidoking on the first turn, or the second turn, I'm gonna go for the U-turn predicting the switch, and he's gonna go into his Bronzong now. And I'm just gonna go back into my Empoleon, which is named Vaporeon because Chase's database. But anyways, we are going to just trade some rocks. That is pretty much what I wanted. Didn't really care too much if he would want to set up his. But I'm gonna go for Scald just to get some damage, maybe get the burn. Don't get it, and he puts me to sleep with Hypnosis. Wasn't really expecting to see that because not too many people run Hypnosis because you know, it's a pretty unreliable move. But it does hit, unfortunately, and I'm gonna switch into my Flygon as my opponent switches into Hitmontop. I'm just gonna U-turn on it because I can't really do anything, and I'm gonna go into my Mismagius. I was kind of fearing the Toxic, but I was thinking he would just Rapid Spin, but he does make the good play and just goes for the Toxic, which sucks because had I just got a chance to bring this Mismagius in safely, I could have subbed down on him, and then there would have been nothing that he could have done to me, because he's obviously doesn't have the foresight because he already has Toxic, and then there's Rapid Spin and most likely Mach Punch and Sucker Punch. But anyways, we pull a double switch, which favors me greatly. I go to my Horiyama, which I really should have gone into in the first place, but he goes into his Umbreon, so I can just close combat everything. And here comes Bronzong. Almost dies. I really had high hopes that this would kill, but then again, it's a Bronzong. But at this point, I can easily revenge kill him, or just, you know, go for the 2-hit KO. But I decided to go for another CC because I was thinking, you know, Payback only has half the power. But yeah, I really should have gone for it because he goes into Chandelure. But then again, it doesn't really matter because I have Empoleon here, who is especially defensive, by the way, so I can easily take anything that he has, and he just goes for Psychic, which isn't really too common to have on Chandelures, but whatever. For each of them own to choose, I guess. Anyways, since I'm pretty sure he's not gonna stay in and keep Psychicking me, because I'm pretty sure he's also choiced, so I go into my Flygon again, and this time I just went for the Earthquake, because I was thinking he might predict me to U-turn and just stay in. But he doesn't want to take the risk, so he goes into his Hitmontop, gets the Intimidate on me, and this time I just go back into my Mismagius again. Unfortunately, I cannot set up on him because he made the good play earlier and just Toxic me on the switch. So what I'm going to do is just whittle him down while he can't Rapid Spin on me. And he goes for the Rapid Spin because I guess he was expecting me to switch out again. Because I guess he thought that I wouldn't want to stay in because I'm Toxic and I can't really do too much to him. And that is true because my Shadow Balls don't really do too much because I don't have that much investment in the spec attack. But here I do get a unfortunate critical hit. Then again, I did have a bunch of options to revenge kill him, but then again, it kind of would have depended on how he would have played the rest of the turns. But crit didn't matter. 5 other pokes to take it. One of them is Flygon, which I send out after the double knockout after Toxic taking me out as well. But he goes into his Hitmontop, and I'm just gonna U-turn on it. Go into my Deoxys defense, who is pretty much a perfect counter to this Hitmonchan, barring a weird bulk upset or something like that. But he seems to be having a life orb, so he most likely doesn't have bulk up or anything like that. So I'm just gonna take this chance to set up some spikes. He switches into his Umbreon, and since I know Umbreons usually like to set up stuff, and since I know that there's pretty much nothing that he can do to my Hariyama, I'm just gonna switch that thing in. I was also kind of fearing Toxic, and since he has that Hitmonchan, and since my Deoxys defense is a perfect counter to it, I didn't want my Deoxys defense Toxic, naturally. So, I go into my Hariyama indeed, and he sets up a curse. I'm just gonna go for the safe CC, and since I'm now faster than him, you know, I could even outspeed him after the speed drop. But he actually goes into Nidoking, who doesn't take the hit at all despite the resistance, because this is a Hariyama. And now he's in a checkmate position for me, because I do carry the Bullet Punch. If he switches out, then he dies to entry hazards. But yeah, Nidoking goes down, and I'm just gonna switch out of here, go back into that Deoxys defense, who can, you know, just set up all over the place on this Hitmonchan. He goes for the Drain Punch again, doesn't really do anything, and I think I'm running max HP, max defense on this one. But anyways, I still, you know, of course I take the hit really well, and this time he actually decides to just stay in and go for the Ice Punch. I guess just to engage the damage of how much the neutral hit would do, instead of the resisted one, I guess. Although with Stab, you know, Drain Punch is pretty powerful. But anyways, I'm just gonna keep setting up my hazards. I think I now have all the spike layers and my rocks up too, so I got everything I need. But in comes Chandelure. I'm just gonna go into my Empoleon. He goes for the overheat, misses. Wasn't really too big of a deal, because I'm just gonna, you know, stay in anyways. And at this point, I was just thinking, you know, if I can take some hits from this thing, it's fine. But, you know, I'll either try to wake up here or then just stay in as a death fodder. But he actually decides to switch here. He goes back into his Umbreon, since I'm, you know, sleeping here, and I guess he thought he could possibly set up on me. But the thing is, I do have the Roar, and I do wake up. He goes for the Wish. I guess just a safe move on his part, but good play nonetheless, because he's gonna be able to go into his, well, I roar him out into his Hitmontop, and he's gonna be able to receive the Wish, and I really cannot stay in against that thing, because you know, I would die. And I still wanna keep my Empoleon for later, because I can still possibly roar that thing out if it comes down to, you know, Umbreon setting up. But, anyways, I go back into my Deoxys defense on the Hitmonchan, and I think I just go for the safe recover right here, because I'm kind of running low on health, so it's pretty much the best move I can do at this point. And he's gonna go back into his Umbreon, and at this point I decided, why the heck not, let's send out the poke that I have not used yet, and that is my Honchkrow. I really like this thing. The reason why I decided to try it out, because on PO, when I was kind of trying out the beta version of this team, the most trouble that I had was with the Honchkrows, which was pretty crazy. But Honchkrow is basically a poke which requires a lot of predictions to use, and that's why it's probably not, you know, Yu-Yu. It's kind of gimmicky, but if you can play it right, it's a beast. And he actually goes in his Bronzong to receive the Wish. I was kind of thinking he would protect, but he doesn't. And then I just roost on the next turn, and then he switches back into his Umbreon, which is just perfect, because now I'm at full health, and now I can start Brave Birding everything. And since he's so low on health, I won't really be taking any recoil, and on top of that I will get a Moxie boost, which is amazing and spells the beginning of the end for everything, because Brave Bird will destroy everything, pretty much. But I was thinking he would try to break my sub with this Bronzong, but instead he shows that he has Calm Mind, which is pretty interesting, because I already saw Rocks, and then I already saw Rocks and Hypnosis And then he has Calm Mind. Well, this is no bulk up rapid spin Hitmontop, but still pretty weird. And I did Sucker Punch once, because I was thinking he would attack me, but he didn't, so I just go for the Brave Bird. I was kind of iffy if the second one would KO, but it does, because Fizzy Stardust is amazing. So I get the 2-hit KO, I got a +2, Moxie, I got all my entry hazards up, and that is pretty much perfect. And in comes Hitmonchan, he can break my Sop, but that is pretty much all that he can do, so I'm gonna Brave Bird everything. And down goes the Hitmonchan, and now all that he has left is the Chandelure, which I could easily Sucker Punch. But he is just going to die to entry hazards, so I don't even need to do that. So that will be the game. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was like the first match I really got a chance to do something with the Honchkrow, so I had a lot of fun with that. This battle, and also with the live narration. Hopefully some of you enjoyed that as well. Thank you everyone who did watch it. But anyways, this will pretty much wrap it up for today. So thank you for watching, and until next time, this is TheFlamingSpade signing out. Peace.